You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
Two Men in a Truck.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
Ugh, what wrong?
Ugh, need wood for fire.
Ugh, I go get. Ugh, I got wood for fire.
Ugh, what takes so long?
Had to use restroom. Someone not refill toilet paper.
Ugh, my bad. You wash hands?
Ugh, of course. Ugh, what caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Monday. That's right, it's an overcast Monday, but it is tax day. Make sure you either file your taxes or Get your request for an extension in by midnight tonight. Coming up this Saturday, on April 23rd, the U.S. Army Reserve marks its 114th birthday. It honors generations of soldiers who, like many patriots before them, embraced their roles as citizen soldiers, continuing their proud and distinguished legacy of service. Since its inception as a small medical reserve 114 years ago, the Army Reserve has mobilized more than 1 million soldiers in defense of the nation through natural disasters and so much more at home and abroad. Here this morning to talk about the significance of this birthday and how soldiers are preparing to shape the future is Lieutenant General Jody Daniels. She is the Chief of Army Reserve and the Commanding General, U.S. Army Reserve Command. General Daniels, good morning to you.
Good morning to you and your audience. Thank you for having me.
General, what's the significance of the Army Reserve's 114th birthday?
Well, for 114 years, Army Reserve citizen soldiers have played an essential role in, as you mentioned, war and peacetime. Established in 1908 as a medical reserve corps, it was done because the Army recognized it needed more doctors in its ranks. So they recruited some of the best known and respected caregivers from across the nation. And with that 5 years, the Army Reserve Medical Corps had effectively quadrupled the Army's ability to care for its sick and its wounded. And in the years since, we are now expanded to over 120 different career fields. We draw our talent from where people live and work, currently in over 1,100 communities across America. And so our soldiers are your colleagues, employees, classmates, neighbors, friends, family, and all that is and I would say that's the greatest strength of the Army Reserve.
We're talking with Lieutenant General Jody Daniels, the Chief of Army Reserve and Commanding General, U.S. Army Reserve Command. General, the theme of this year's birthday is America's Army Reserve and its people shaping tomorrow. Can you expand on that for us?
Sure. So the theme speaks to our priorities because none of what we do now and in the future would be possible without our people. The Army Reserve has always been and will continue to be comprised of great men and women with unique talents and abilities. These show themselves through bravery, strong ambition, and leadership. And on the bravery front, I'll give you a quick story. We've got avid skydiver, Master Sergeant Jennifer Davidson. She's an Army Reserve Golden Knight demonstration team member with over 8,000 jumps out of a perfectly good aircraft. She's been on the team for 13 years now, and she's on her way to becoming a pilot by attending the U.S. Army's aviation school. Obviously, she's continuing to shape her future.
Can you tell us a little bit about your career and how you got to where you are?
Sure. First, it's been a heck of a lot of hard work. But it's also been, I would say, a matter of taking some broadening positions where I had a pretty steep learning curve, such as a commander of a unit that was filled with full of drill sergeants, or a civil affairs deployment over to Kosovo, or as the senior intelligence officer for the Africa Command. These all afforded me an opportunity to blend skills acquired through my civilian career with those leadership lessons I was learning in military schools. These tough assignments challenged me and they made me work hard. They also gave me this mindset of continuous learning and teamwork, and those helped me to succeed, plus enabling me when I went on to the next position. And I can say the same of my soldiers. They inspire me every day by overcoming challenges as they integrate their civilian and military careers.
You know, it's a combination of military and civilian careers that make up the Army Reserves, U.S. Army Reserves. Can you share how Army Reserve soldiers not only serve their country, but also serve those communities they live in?
Absolutely. I'm going to give you another quick story. We've got Sergeant Reneel Campbell, a 22-year-old U.S. Army Reserve drill sergeant, pre-med student at Temple University, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, model, and pageant competitor. So she's serving her community as a student, as a business owner, a motivational figure, and as a soldier. So these Army Reserve efforts afford her that opportunity to achieve her goals while helping others achieve theirs.
Okay.
If I could, I'd like to give you another quick story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we've got the 936 Forward Resuscitated Surgical Detachment out of Paducah, Kentucky. And then earlier this month, we recognized 14 soldiers for their deployment and their service at Hamid Karzai International Airport in Afghanistan. had the distinct privilege to pin their service awards and combat action badges on their uniforms for continually engaging and treating military and civilian patients, plus caring for orphans until the last element of the 82nd Airborne departed on 30 August. So just an amazing group of soldiers.
I've never met a group of soldiers that wasn't amazing, to be honest with you, General Daniels. But but I'll take your word that there's another group that's just as awesome that I haven't met before. As we wind up, go ahead.
All of our reserves. I say all of our Army Reserve soldiers are amazing. They're fantastic.
You know, they help the world and help this country stay free. What is the one key takeaway, General, you'd like our audience to remember today about the Army Reserve's 114th birthday?
So for 114 years, the Army Reserve has just been full of these amazing and selfless Americans who succeed and they thrive both in the workplace, school, home, and on the battlefield. So life is not only about who you are in the present, but who you'd like to become in the future. And joining the Army Reserve is an amazing option to become the person of your future. So you can be a doctor, a lawyer, musician, cyber warrior, engineer, truck driver, skydiver, Olympic athlete, or even an astronaut while serving in the Army Reserve. And so for more on how the Army Reserve can become a part of your story, if you could, please visit www.usar.army.mil. Thanks.
Well, that's what I was going to get to, is if somebody is inspired by this story to join the Army Reserves or look into it more, where's the website they can go to? And you just gave it to us, so give it to us again in case somebody didn't have paper and pen ready. Now they do.
Sure. All right, it's www.usar.army.mil, M-I-L.
Lieutenant General Jody Daniels, the Chief of Army Reserve and Commanding General of the U.S. Army Reserve Command. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for this great opportunity.
Happy birthday to the U.S. Army Reserves.
Cheers.
We'll be back after this timeout. Well, actually, we got a little time here, so Susan Schmidt's just, here's how great my wife is, by the way. While this interview was going on, which was supposed to be it's 10 minutes of her time that she's got on the airwaves, she gave it up graciously for this interview. Then while this interview was going on, she went to the gas station and filled my car up with gas because my lazy rear end hadn't done it. And I was on, the gas light had been on. It had got to the point where it said, usually it'll tell you how many miles till empty. Mine just said low fuel. It wouldn't even tell you how many miles till empty. So my wonderful wife went and just filled my cat. And, by the way, didn't use my credit card. That's even a better situation. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout. You listen to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.